Okay, so let's run through this real quick. Um, this is not a form we created, y'all. This is coming straight from the Association of Realtors, Florida Association. And know that each one of our associations have slightly different tweaks on this. Excuse me. So if you go to another state, you might see something different. If somebody's coming from another state where they bought, they're going to see something different, most likely. So again, buyers, fill their names in. Brokers, hey, that's your name and the office name, right? The term, why not ask for a year? Buyers aren't fast typically. If somebody asks you to shorten it up, I can, but heck, you can terminate it anytime you want. Um, we don't have to revisit this if we just put in a year, right? Well, hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. I've had some buyers take up to 4 years. And again, highlight the things you want them to know. So this kind of thing. Is this not on all of our loyalty agreements and forms anyway, the things we're looking for from our clients? Type of property they want, location, price range, buyer's been pre-qualified. Make sure they are. If they're not, you sign these forms and then you send them the lender information and get them pre-qualified. Why not reach out to the lender too and give the lender their contact information, have them reach out to them so both sides are talking and you don't get from the buyer, oh, they've never called me. No, the lender's going to let you know if they could or couldn't reach them. So brokers' obligations. It's going to go down through, all of our duties and things like that again, and compensation. So I'm not going to read through all of these. It just simply says that the buyer understands the broker will be working with other prospective buyers who want to acquire the same property as buyers. It's a possibility, right? It's nice that it's laid out in here because that is one thing that has created some lawsuits down in the past. Not for us, but for some folks. So I'll let other people know, hey, I've got a number of people looking at this same property. I'd love to get you into it. Fair housing. Yep, we adhere to it. Service providers. Yep, we're not warranting or guaranteeing anybody that is third party. So if we suggest or give them names for pest inspectors, home inspectors, whoever, a window inspector, I don't know. We're not saying that we're responsible for them, right? Buyer's obligations. This is nice to cooperate with the broker in accomplishing the objectives in this agreement. But it does go down through everything that we're asking the buyer to do. And why not highlight? The broker, what we're doing is conducting negotiations and efforts suitable to the property through the broker. This is what we want them to know. They need to let us do it for them. They can't go and talk to that seller directly. They need to talk through us. People don't understand that. A lot of folks say, well, no, I understand you're representing me, but why can't I just talk to them and hammer out a deal? That's a driver's personality. And frankly, I was that way before I got into real estate. I didn't realize I was stepping on toes. It just made sense to me. Retainer. Here's a good one. Why would we not ask for a non-refundable retainer at the beginning of our agreement? That amount could just be the transaction fee, $295, and it's done. They don't have to worry about it. It's already stated in our other documents they're going to be signing anyway on our brokerage side. So why not have them do it? It is, how about not refundable and will or will not be credited, right? So I like the not refundable and will not be credited, or would be credited actually because it's going to go to the other form. But anyway, compensation. Here's where we write in what we expect to be paid. And this, why not have this filled out ahead of time and have 3% in here? See what they say. I think a lot of people are used to that. If they ask if you can work for 2.5%, I'm going to leave that up to you. If you want to, that's fine. But what I would suggest you do is that you go back to, if they say anything about it, again, let me show you everything that I do. Take a look at this. This is everything I'm going to do for you. I'm worth it, is what I'm trying to say, and I'll actually tell people that, including when I'm doing listings. Why would I want to work for less when I don't have to? Anyhow, personal decisions on some of those things. Protection period. Well, and let me go back to that too. What if you're signing this and they're just having you write an offer on a property that they found? I'm okay if you work for 1 point. If you're just writing the contract, you haven't done squat. other than they came to you and asked you to write the agreement, yeah, I'll do it. It's 1%. And that'll make a lot of people happier with you too, because they'll be going, why on earth would I pay you 3% when I found the property and I brought it to you? Anyhow, these things are things you need to consider in your head and be reasonable with the buyers working with you, as always. Protection period, no different than a protection period in a listing agreement, right? So if you put 180 days after termination, so 6 months, if the buyer goes and acquires that property that you showed them, they owe you. It's important stuff. Early termination. This is the part that I always would highlight now, because I wanted to know, hey, you can can me if you're not happy with me. It's okay. You're not going to be released from the obligations on properties I've shown you, but guess what? If you want to fire me, you can. Dispute resolution, it's nice to have it noted in here that it's going to go to mediation instead of arbitration. Well, matter submitted to binding arbitration, yeah. But we're not going to go to litigation. Assignments. This is interesting too, that we can assign the agreement to others, within our brokerage. And how about broker will act as a transaction broker? Deal honestly, fairly. It's stated right there who we are now, instead of that vacillating around on, will you work as a single agent? Well, I would, but the state's now mandated that we're transaction brokers. Now, if you're in a high-end home, somebody's going to ask you to work that way. We'll talk about that. But again, you need to understand your fiduciary duties, and being obedient to them changes a lot of things. Then just fill in their details. Have as much of this filled in, of course, as always, before you go and meet with them. And I would suggest signing this with them in person. It's the easiest, because when you're signing and turn it and have them sign it, it really helps that you're signing, they're signing. Don't have your signatures done ahead of time. Sign with them. There's something comforting about that to people. Okay? So guys, that's really it. When you're filling out a agreement, that's it. Go back and watch our presentation on this as far as the how-to and how to present. It'll help you. Have a great day.